going to bookstores and buying books and being inspired by what other chefs do. When I say eat a lot, it's true. You have to go and eat a lot. And then the fact that we have a big team and we have cooks mostly referred by other chefs brings to us their experience as well. And we just keep up with the competition. And it's thank you very much.
I gotta go to service.
They're on the line.
I was really on the line.
Yeah.
So you challenge yourself and you keep up, and it's true that at times competition can be slightly frustrating. However, when you look at the big picture, instead of aging and staying still, the competition makes you move and motivates you and makes you better. So that's the way it is for us, at least.
Thank you.
Yes.
My question was about avec Eric, which I made the first dishes, the lamb and the vegetables, a few weeks ago, and I just wanted to learn more about what the genesis of that was. I mean, for me, I see it as like an opportunity to. It's somewhat more approachable than probably the dishes in here, readily available ingredients, and I just was curious about how that came about and what you hope to gain from that.
It's a long story, but we'll make it short. Avec Eric, when we started the website Avec Eric, I don't know if you saw it, but we did about 12 videos.
Oh, I saw that they were on there, but I haven't watched them. I went through the recipe.
And actually, Paul, who's over there, directed those videos. But we did 12 videos where, in 3 to 4 minutes, after editing, you cook something that I believe is excellent in your toaster oven at home.
Right, I saw that.
And the inspiration behind that was, one day, I was very condescending toward the toaster oven.
Yeah.
I had no admiration whatsoever for the toaster oven. But one night I came back home and we were late and we were supposed to feed my son. And I said, oh my God, it's going to take forever. And my wife said, no, we're going to do a halibut in 5 minutes. It's fine. And I said, no, it's impossible. How can you do it in 5 minutes? She said, watch. And she used the toaster oven, and the result was amazing. On top of it, it was no maintenance in terms of cleaning nothing. You put aluminum foil, a piece of fish, and you protect it with some butter or oil, and you broil it, and it's absolutely fantastic. So from that day, I worked with actually Paul in creating those 12 videos, and then we decided to go to the next phase and to have an interaction with the viewers of the site.
Right. And
we created a dinner social where I cook a party, we take pictures, and then we post it in the blog, and we have an exchange with the viewers who can do the same.
I didn't post pictures of my lamb and vegetables, but I
Did
saw
you
that other
post
people did.
pictures?
I didn't, but
Well, it's a
I'm going to make it again.
You can get a camera if you win.
I'm going to make it again. I'll try hard.
So we are with the Avec Eric, we are now creating the dinner social where we have an interaction with people everywhere in the country, creating parties inspired or really copying the recipes that we have done. And the third phase is going to be a TV series on PBS where, and again, those gentlemen over there filmed it, but it will be on PBS and it will be in 3 parts. First part being shot at Le Bernardin, and it's a little bit of on the line, but as a film. And then second part will be traveling for inspiration, and we shot in California and Italy and shooting in New York. And the third part will be cooking something inspired by that traveling, and then something that you can duplicate at home.
Okay.
So the Avec Eric right now, Dinner Social is bringing awareness to the Avec Eric, and at the end it will be a big package in between the TV series, the toaster oven videos, and the Dinner Social. And then we will sell books.
Yes. I just would like to know what you think. Certainly there's always been notoriety and respect for chefs, but it seems that in the recent years there's been more of a celebrity aspect kind of coming into things. And I just wanted to know what you thought about how that would change cooking going forward in restaurant touring, and if you think that that's a correct perception. And
well, the celebrity chef aspect is an interesting aspect that disappears the minute you walk into your kitchen.
Yeah.
Because it's no glamour in the kitchen, and as you know, it's hardcore. Now, it's true that chefs have become, to some extent, some celebrities, and they enjoy the fact that they are some celebrities to create businesses and build restaurants, and I don't want to mention names, but I'm sure you're aware of the big names who have multi-restaurants. At the end of the day, I'm happy that a chef has a certain celebrity status, because it brings awareness to our industry and a lot of attention, brings support to our business, and you know, if those chefs are creating restaurants all over the country with their knowledge and the team that they have created and the teams that support them, I think we have chances to eat well in parts of the country where before it was much more challenging. So I see the positive aspect of it.
Is there a negative aspect to it then? Since you're only hitting on the phone. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great.
The only negative aspect would be to deal with our own ego.
Do you ever feel that they spread themselves a bit thin?
I don't know. It's hard to generalize, and it's hard also to how can I say, assume that their teams or the people working with them are not capable of running restaurants. You know, a lot of the chefs that I know that have developed multi-operations in the country have very talented chefs with them and managers and people who work with them for a long time. And at the end of the day, I think it's a great opportunity for those talents to stay with the chef, because before it was mentoring. Basically, you were mentoring your cooks and team, and then suddenly they were going to the competition, or they were leaving, or they were now with the developing of restaurants. We give them great opportunities, and sometimes even better opportunities that they would have on their own. That was a good one.
Motivation behind writing a book specifically about the Bagstead kitchen instead of another?
Well, I have written 2 books before, and the first one was a classic collection of recipes that we had at Le Bernardin. The second one was an experimentation. It was called Return to Cooking, and it was an interaction in between 2 photographers, a writer, a painter, and myself, and we studied the 4 seasons by traveling in 4 different locations and improvising with what we would find on location. And then I didn't want to do another collection of recipes. I wanted to do something a bit different, and I wanted to pay homage to the team that makes Le Bernardin successful. And the book really, I think, show that without a team you cannot do much. So I wanted to pay homage to them, and at the same time, I wanted to do something inspirational for people in our industry and foodies, but also for anyone who's interested in developing a company or business, or someone who's going to interact with the clientele. I think what we do in restaurant can be applied in many ways to other companies, because we have to build